In this episode, we head back to Cape Door. We had more unfinished business, believe it or not. If you go back on this channel, we've been back to Cape Door on several episodes, uncovering more and more of the old copper mines that were historically there. We thought we had Cape Door long finished, and the reason we're back again is because one of our industrious little team members happened to be part of a group that was doing some kayaking around the Cape. And lo and behold, a long-lost adit that we had long searched for in previous years was spotted up on the cliff. Now, there was no way that day with the tides and the group he was with, there was no mine hunting being done that day. But we were quickly notified, and plans were put in place to get out there and tackle this site when we got a chance as a group. Well, that day did come, and here we are. We have posted in the past some fantastic episodes from Cape Door. It does not disappoint. Most notably the old Hanways copper mine area where we did descend by rope down into the large open shaft down to level 1. Plus one of the best return episodes I think we ever did, we actually dug open the buried Hanways slope that went down into the back workings. For those of you who have not seen them in the past, go take a look. Now, to get back to this adventure, we're concerned with the old Calca Brook Mine. Now, this was the first site that we did explore when we first hit Cape Door years ago. It's most noted by the dangerous and foreboding Kalka shaft, which can be found there, which we did find the first time we went. Again, that is chronicled in that previous episode. And then there was that darned adit that was up on the cliff, still unreachable to this day, that just sits there and taunted us. But as far as the Calca Brook Mine went, we thought that was it. In historical documentation, there was notations regarding another adit, and we had looked and looked and looked along the cliffs, but we never did find it. But now that mystery has been solved with this sighting, and that's kind of where we're headed today. So the plan of attack is, it is on the Calca Brook itself, where it washes out over the cliffs onto the Cape Door beach. So our first plan of attack was to actually follow the Calca Brook down through its ravine all the way to the cliff, and our plan was to attempt to rope down to the adit and enter it that way. So as you can see with this footage, we're working our way down the Calca Brook ravine, following the water. Ropes, harnesses, everything are in tow. But when we got there, the terrain was just not conducive to the original plan. We were ready to try it, but once you see it at scale, the distance, the drops, it just, so abort. New plan of attack. So we regrouped, headed back to the trails, and we wanted to go all the way over to the Bennett Brook Trail that takes you down to the waterfall where you can quite easily descend to the beach level. It's quite a trek down through that ravine, and there is a lot of existing rope work already put there by previous hikers that does exist to this day. It passes the old Bennett Brook shaft, because there was the old Bennett Brook mine there. Down over the waterfall is the goal, and onto the beach, and then we were going to walk the beach all the way down around the point, past the old Calca mine site in the cliff, and try to attack reaching the adit that we found from the beach level. So we'll pick up with the footage on the ground, and end of commentary here. Let's investigate the Calca Brook adit. Let's go.
Okay, we're making a beeline to get around that point, the point here at Cape Door that we never went around 2 years ago. There's that big sea cave down there where we stopped the last time. Of course, here we are at the massive cliff. You can see the adit there going into the cliffside where we were 2 years ago looking up at that. Unreachable, that's probably 50, 60 feet off the ground, maybe 70. So here we are coming up on it. From the bottom now, we're looking at the bottom of that waterfall that we just couldn't come down from above. So now we're attacking it from beach level. And while they're looking at that, right there is our prized shot. We're hoping that that goes in. We don't know, but what is in there? The boys are coming back. We're going to make a ladder attempt up to there, I guess.
I don't know. I'm almost thinking the better way is to put it right up the brook.
Well, here we are. Allegedly it only goes in about 30, 40 feet, so we're going to go in and have a look.
Look at the back. I'm going to make my way out while you go in.
Here we go. So inside the lost Calca Brook Mine. Not much to it. Wow. It's been a while. Not many people have been up into this. Yeah, probably 40 feet long, maybe. And right across the way, you can see it shoot right through that cliff on the other side and over into where they dug in a little bit on the other side. So there must have been something they were taking out that went straight through here. Okay, so we're gonna start heading home here. We've seen what we came to see, and we want to beat the tide to get back to Bennett Brook. So on we go.
It takes us 10 minutes to get over.